Hello everyone, I'm Kelsey Lemon, Senior Technical Marketing Manager here at Broadcom, and I want to welcome you to this four-part series on how you can get the most out of Skyline's Inventory Export Report feature. Now in part two, I'm going to show how you can leverage the report to visualize the state of your clusters. I'm going to specifically be focusing on HA status for vSphere, DRS, and HA emission control. I'm using the report that I generated in part one, so if you haven't already generated your report, please refer to that video to replicate my steps. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is create a new worksheet in this report, and then I'm going to rename it into something more meaningful. Now, the fun part. Let's use the report data to visualize the HA status for vSphere. Now I'm going to open the cluster worksheet and click on any cell in it. And then I'm going to insert a table and click OK. Now when the table design option appears in Excel, I'm going to select Summarize with Pivot Table. Now this is a very important step for what's to come next. Now when asked where I would like to place this table, I'm going to select Existing Worksheet, and then I'm going to click on any cell within the new worksheet that I just created, and then I'm going to click OK. Now, to populate this table, I'm going to need to get the total number of clusters and the number of them that have HA enabled. So I'm going to drag the cluster ID to the values section, and then I'm going to drag the HA enabled field to the row section. Now at this point, I'm going to highlight the results and create a pie chart. I'm going to add data labels and format them, as well as rename my chart into something more meaningful. And with that, now let's visualize DRS. It's basically a rinse and repeat process at this point. So I'm going to copy my existing HA table, and then I'm just going to change the fields. I'm going to drag the DRS enabled field to rows, and then I'm going to remove the HA enabled field. And like before, I'm going to highlight the table, and then I'm going to create a pie chart where I'm going to add data labels, format them, and even rename the chart. And when you're formatting, you can even add percentages, values, and even category name. And then finally, I'm going to create an HA emission control enabled chart. And like before, I'm just going to copy an existing table. I'm going to drag and drop the HA emission control enabled field to rows, and then I'm going to remove the DRS enabled field. And like before, I'm just going to highlight the table and create a pie chart where I'm going to add data labels, format them, and rename the chart into something more meaningful. And just like that, we're done. I'm going to see you in part three, where we're going to use the inventory export report data to visualize our hosts.